ever been here before?
No, this place is a rental pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No. That's what we're here to find out. But we have to be very careful. Do you remember our rules for when we go out?
Yes. I become invisible and don't touch anything.
That's a big girl attitude. You can walk around as long as you don't stray too far.
And if there's any sign of trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here. Shit. That's a bad sign. Remember what we said. No wandering off.
Yes, Mom. I'm a big girl.
Okay, then. Where are you, Richard?
I'll still go and relieve a colleague later.
Yeah, we're all gonna need breaks and breathers.
I've never seen anything like it, have you?
I've had to exhume a few old bodies over the years, but I never thought I'd stumble across a cemetery full of them in an apartment downtown. Stop! You can't come through here!
Hi, I live in the building and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guys. You're taking over the investigation, and we'll put all the stabbing victims in crates and send them out to the mountain.
Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot.
It's gotta be some kind of cult, right?
At the moment, we're more inclined to think it's a terrorist organization.
Richard, he sensed me. He's here. But something's wrong. This should do the trick.
Good evening, officer.
Gentlemen. All these bodies. What the hell happened? Body bags. What could that mean? Body bags. What could that mean? I just got here. Can you fill me in?
I've never seen anything like it. It's a real bloodbath in there.
Do we know what happened?
Captain Paulson thinks it looks like some kind of goddamn cult. But I've heard the feds talking about terrorists.
feds are here already?
They showed up the minute we got here. We didn't even get a chance to see everything.
How'd they get here so fast?
They know who did it, obviously.
Do you really think it's terrorists?
It's weird, but hey, it could be. There are guys who are burned to a crisp, dismembered, beaten to a pulp. With those guys, you can expect anything these days.
What do we know about all these bodies?
Those are the ones we can take down already. The ones that were stabbed in the chest need to be put in crates and moved to the balcony. The feds will process them. We are not allowed to touch them.
Stabbed how?
Looks like some kind of sacrifice. They all got stabbed in the heart, it looks like. But if you want to make yourself useful, go see Paulson.
Where is he?
You just missed him. He just went into the living room.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna take a look around.
Sorry, but I'm busy.
So much blood.
I sense you're losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom, are you feeling all right?
Yes. Don't worry about me, Pumpkin.
Mom, wait, please? I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels so strong.
Crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
To go out with me. We always have so much fun.
The other times it was just vessels. There's blood everywhere. And bones. And pieces of people.
Your mother can't do anything for them. It's too late. But there may still be people I can help.
I see. But please, Mom, hurry up. Please?
We have no choice.
Can't you feel all that blood everywhere? Are we going to be hungry like this the whole time?
We'll figure something out. Say, I was thinking, we haven't played a game together in ages.
I know. I miss our games.
Why don't you think up a riddle for Mom to solve?
Okay.
Hunger like that? Not now. Not here. Blood. Kinds were killed here. Blood. Kinds were killed here. A vessel with more holes in him than a junkie. We're off to a good start. Container. Locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies.
I still have work to do. Sorry.
Donors were killed here. And not just one. This pendulum. Why do I see it? R.D. Richard Dunham. It's one of his old briefcases. I recognize it. Maybe I'll find something I can play it with.
This investigation is going to take a while.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation. So don't touch a thing. Put all the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of it. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard and fast.
All said and done, it's probably better that the feds are handling this case. They have more resources to solve it.
Yeah, he needs to get everything we've already taken out.
There's a note. I wonder what surprise Jara had in store for him.
We've made good progress already.
What a massacre. Traces of cocaine. I guess it was that kind of party. Burn marks. Incendiary bullets. Really? Someone's hunting vampires. Burn marks. Incendiary bullets. Really? Someone's hunting vampires.
Can I get a huggy after this?
Sorry, but I'm busy.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
I won't be here all night.
Hey, Central Dispatch sent me over to help.
Captain Paulson. But you can call me Chief.
Sure thing, Chief.
Right. You heard the orders? Everything we find at the scene needs to be shown to the feds.
Got it, Chief.
And the balcony is off limits.
But you don't seem too thrilled about that? Am I wrong?
Is it so obvious, officer? It's the first time in my entire career, and 30 years is a long time, that I feel like we're babysitting a crime scene.
Babysitting?
We've been ordered to secure the premises, lend our experts, and not ask any questions.
But why can't we go outside?
The feds got here first. It's their rodeo. They secured that area to store whatever they decide to collect.
To get here that fast, they must have known.
What they'd find. Exactly. Good point, officer. Usually, they show up after us if it's a new case, right? Because we're the ones who call them.
But that wasn't the case this time.
Not at all. They even seemed annoyed to see us show up. But then they must have thought it's nice to have help processing the scene and collecting evidence.
Oh, all right. So, what do we know so far?
Lots of Vicks. It has all the makings of a drug deal gone bad.
He's not buying it. But you have your doubts?
I do. There's too many things that don't add up.
Like what, Chief?
Bodies in accelerated decomposition. Even some skeletal remains.
Shit. Kindred were destroyed.
My hunch is that the feds are investigating a cult. But it's none of our business.
Thanks for walking me through it, Chief.
You report it to them if you find anything suspicious. Okay? I don't need their kind of trouble.
There's a lot of evidence to process, that's for sure. I hope we'll be done here soon.
Smells burnt. Dust. No. Smells like burnt leather. Ashes.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area.
So there's just these three left to bring down?
At this security level, yes, Agent Olsen.
Do you know how much time we got left to get this done?
I've got no idea.
I see. And the missing Delta?
No, we still haven't found him.
No, I can't be seen in this form here. There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck.
Only federal operatives.
No, I can't be seen in this form here. A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss.
So?
Nothing. A photocopier and some office supplies.
No corpses anywhere?
No.
It's the only room without a body. But it sure smells like death in here.
Yeah, makes makes our morgue smell like a flower shop? Has no idea what they're up to.
Sorry, only forensics can go in there.
I have to change my appearance to go any further.
Sorry, only forensics.
What's going on? I can sense your hunger. What's going on?
Shit! It's starting again.
Mom, are you okay? Do you feel weird too?
We've already had that talk, Halsey, my love. Don't look at it. So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got one.
I'm listening. It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle me this. I fear the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
Mom already found that one.
And gave you the right answer.
That's not how you play Riddle Me This. You have to figure it out by yourself. Too bad, because it was an easy one. It's the cold.
Oh, of course. Silly me.
It's the cold. It's kept in the fridge, and the vessels don't like it. That's a pretty good one, don't you think?
Oh, wow. You were so right. I was way off. Halsey Schoolers, 1 more point.
And 0 for Mom.
But I haven't said my last word. I'm not giving up.
Are you feeling funny too? Are you hungry?
I'm almost done, okay? Let's just keep playing. Ugh, the hunger. It's too strong. Damn it! Someone must have tried to mop up a stain with it. Lavender soap.
I'll join you out on the balcony. Don't cry.
Hazel's gonna kill me. I'm an idiot.
These vessels can't hold their liquor. They've gone from giddy to drunk in less than an hour.
Hazel's gonna kill me. She lent it to me for the party.
Wait, try using soap. It's better than nothing. I'm covered too.
It won't come off.
Miley, don't cry. I'll ask one of my servants to take care of it, alright?
Okay, thanks. I'm going to go finish my cigar outside. I'm too nervous.
Good idea. If that will help you relax, I'll join you out on the balcony.
Miley, I'm on the right track. Lavender soap.
Can someone come and bag a briefcase in the kitchen?
A briefcase? Shit out of luck. I'm out of large-size evidence bags. We got backup on the way. They'll have some.
What do we have here?
Tons of evidence. Do you know if the team from Forensics LPU has shown up yet?
No, I don't.
I need them to process the briefcase I found. And the invoice that was with it.
An invoice?
Yeah, for some glass tubes. Address to some warehouse over on Cellar Street.
Shit. There's a Red Salon in that district. We've got to hand it all over to the feds. I can do it.
I already gave them the address. They'll probably send a team to investigate when they're done here.
I've got to warn Hazel. No trace of explosives. One of ours must have gone through it. Maybe trying to escape?
Unit 5, be careful. Target headed for the hallway.
Copy that. We...
Unit 5, do you copy? Unit 3, go!
Oh, shit!
Here!
Base. Target 49, immobilized. I repeat, target 49, immobilized at 048.
A briefcase.
What is it?
It's a small suitcase. We put important papers in, Pumpkin. Better make it disappear.
Need to be real quiet now.
You can't come through here. Sorry.
No, I can't be seen in this form here.
I'm gonna be here a while.
The wall was literally blown apart. There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground.
What could be in this briefcase?
A vessel. Dead. A bracelet. No, that's a broken handcuff.
That stench.
Come on. No hands on deck can't hurt.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
Ballistics should be here soon.
A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. To conceal the door.
Why would somebody...
Wow, what the hell happened here? That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections. A donor, shot full of lead. She's wearing a Red Salon vessel's uniform. I remember now. It's the effects of the drugs that Richard gives them to enhance their flavor. He's dead. With gear like that, he's gotta be one of the men who hit us. SAD. They even gave themselves a name. Now, what are you up to, Sugarfangs?
Oh no! You found my hiding place!
Good job. Don't look around. There's been blood in this glass. I never understood wasting vessels like that. Oh shit.
Help me. Mom? Is somebody there?
Stay where you are, honey.
Leisha, help me.
That's Richard's servant. Natasha, keep your voice down. There are still people here. Shit. You don't look so good. What did they do to you?
We hid in here. I was with a vessel that Richard had prepared for the evening. Carmen. I was able to conceal the door behind us, but it was too late for Carmen. We were followed. But I got that son of a bitch.
Did you see what went down here?
I was in the living room. There was a wall of fire on the balcony.
With flamethrowers from the roof.
They blew out all the walls. It came from all sides. They know who we are. They were shouting out numbers, checking off a list.
Were they looking for us?
Yes, they were. They know how to identify us.
Miley, have you seen her?
She was... yeah. Went out to smoke. I...
Take it slowly. Do you know where Richard was?
In a big bedroom.
Listen, the police and the feds are still here. Just hang in there until they leave and...
Too late. It's too late.
Richard will be proud of you.
Mom?
Yes, Pumpkin. It's all right. Oh, it's worse than I thought. But Hazel will be able to get us out of here. Form here.
Come on, no hands on deck.
Leisha, what's happening? What's happening to you?
Mom.
Yes?
Come on, please.
Please don't touch anything.
Sorry, I've got myself knee-deep in something I have to finish first.
Where are you taking me, Pumpkin?
I told you I'd be a big girl, but it's really hard. I really don't feel good. Not even a tiny bit. It's all this blood.
Me either, Pumpkin. It's not easy. Let's take a little time out then. Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah. I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, Pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
Let me think on it a moment.
I guess.
I would be her child.
Oh, you figured it out. That was a hard one, too.
You're not disappointed, are you?
No. I'm happy that you're so good at riddles.
So are you, Sugarfangs.
I love it when we play this game.
So do I, Pumpkin. It's so much fun. And we feel better. Timeout is over now. Let's go.
We're really close to Richard, but I don't want to see him.
Halsey, so you've been hearing him too, and you didn't say anything.
I know he doesn't like me.
Halsey, we can't just abandon him. You don't have to like him, but we can't leave him here.
You leave me every time he tells you to sleep.
It's not the same thing. He's trying to cure me, for both our sakes.
That's not true. He thinks I'm a bad girl.
That's preposterous, Halsey. I don't have to tell him you're here. Getting him out of this mess is already doing him a favor. It won't take me long. Just wait for me here.
Yes, Mom. I will.
We've got to keep it up. Come on. I have to find Richard.
Hey there. Perfect timing. You the explosives expert I called in for?
No, I just got here. I'm backup. I'm here to do the preliminary autopsies.
You do know that the feds are sending everything back to their own lab. Apparently we're not supposed to stick our noses too deep into this shit show.
What game are the feds playing? Fantastic. Can I help you with anything else then?
I'm not one to turn away a helping hand. Let me brief you on the zone we're clearing now. We've got a stiff in the room on the right. Looks like he died from blunt force trauma. Anyway, we've got orders to pack them up as is for the feds. Don't bother with the report. They're taking care of everything.
All right then.
In the room on the left, there's a corpse we need to analyze. But I'm warning you, it's a real mess. The people who did this are crazy.
It's all priority, just check the boxes.
I'll get started immediately. Shit. Richard. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals unafraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass, all of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait, there might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley, but I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
I didn't come here for her. I came for you. I just wanted to make sure you were all right. You were very close to not coming back from this.
Yes. Too close for comfort, that's for sure. But that doesn't change the underlying issue. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you? Or about your premonitions?
That argument doesn't hold water. Hazel's not the first person to take an interest in our gifts. Princes have always sought glimpses of tomorrow to better rule their domains. Take Quentin King, for example.
Yes, I know. She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
We're on the subject of my treatment. She thinks it's working, and that the results are clearly visible.
She does? How surprising.
And that I am the person in the best position to see that.
Really? Is that her diagnosis? You do know that she's many things, but not a psychiatrist. Right, it's a good thing I keep my emergency kit at the prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose. Once we're back there, that should be enough to get you back to the Institute.
All is well. I'm doing better. I promise.
I sincerely hope you're telling the truth. I only want what's good for you, you know.
I know.
Well, it is already something if you're feeling better. Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
You go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Alicia, that's not what
You want me to trust you, but you don't trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you. Here, with this, you should be able to temporarily impersonate anyone.
I'll find Miley and catch up to you, okay?
She was with me when they attacked us.
She was?
Yes, she was injured, but she managed to escape down the hallway.
I heard them capture her. I can still sense her. She's hurt. But she's still here.
Thank you. Come on, we don't have a minute to spare. Oh, and tell them they have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
We should expect a second attack there. I must inform the court. Be careful.
I'll be counting the minutes until you return to us.
With Richard's help, I'll be able to find Miley. For Hazel. A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out. A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us. A glass that had blood in it.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Go right ahead.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here. Someone snipped a cigar here. Ugh, this thing reeks. Whoever smoked it must have left.
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about. Adrenaline. That only stimulates mortals. Bingo. The files of everyone they're taking away. Which one is Miley in?
It's so pretty.
Yes, but do be careful, Pumpkin. Organs. Are they cutting us up into pieces? Medical supplies? More boxes. Wow. Am I seeing this right? They're collecting us. bones. Probably a neonate. Rotting flesh. That kindred had been embraced recently. Dust. They didn't just kill neonates. I wonder who that was. From the looks of their gear, they knew what they were getting into. It looks like armor. That's the emblem of the Society of St. Leopold.
What's St. Leopold?
It's a group we call the Second Inquisition. The ones who destroyed London, Vienna.
You mean vampire hunters?
Yes. But worse than that. But don't worry, Pumpkin. I'm here. SAD. Same unit as the dead guy in the office. They also suffered losses. This one's missing an arm.
Sorry, I don't have the time.
Something to dip someone into. Must be for the kind.
Don't touch those papers.
Shit. There are names on these files. I'd better get him out of here so I can take a look.
Don't bother with that. Those are Stanford's files.
It brings paperwork on a job like this?
Yes. So his novice can record whether they were captured or exterminated.
If they have intel on us, I have to find out what they know. His novice is busy, and...
Agent Olsen's got a lot to do. But he's handling it himself.
I needed to see him anyway. I'll just take them to him.
Don't bother, he'll pick them up on the way to see Stanford.
Go put away what's on the table.
Okay.
Finally. Now I can take a look at those files. Targets. Numbered. With names. They even have a file on Richard. I think that's Dijon's child. I mean... Oh! Miley! They haven't taken her yet. They're collecting us, I can't believe it.
These sacrifices are a necessary evil. I'm really busy right now.
Who did this had planned for everything. There was no way out. Targets. I think that's Oh! Miley! They haven't taken her yet. No way I'm letting them keep that.
Stop. You can't go in there. Monsignor's standing orders. No interruptions.
So Stanford is back there. But I just wanted to...
It's too dangerous, and you know it. If you've got something to give him, tell Olsen is novice.
Suit yourself. Remember I warned you.
If I decide to go in there, I'd better be Olsen. I have to change my appearance to go any further.
Yes?
Just out of curiosity, do you know what Stanford's doing in there?
Yeah. I think he's exterminating a few parasites. World a safer place and all.
No kidding. They'll pay for this.
That's not all, but I need to wrap this up. That's not all, but I need to...
No, I can't be seen in this form here.
That's not all, but I need to wrap this up.
A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out.
Ah, finally, the cavalry. Thanks for coming. Oh, excuse me. I was about to ask you for a hand. I thought you were a colleague.
Torn off. Oh, Jara could have done that.
We're gonna need more hands.
It must have been screwed onto an injection gun. And the Fibrogen. That's an improved coagulant. I've heard that if it's used on one of our kind, it can keep us from regenerating. Or even using our powers. A real nasty concoction. I can barely detect a pulse. It'd take a strong stimulant to pull this mortal out of this state. That's a knife wound. Huh. Bringing a knife to a gunfight? Calm down.
I can't feel my legs! I can't move!
Do you know where Miley is?
No. I don't. I saw Himiko and Jara.
I don't know any Himiko. Who's that?
The Ginbaku mistress.
Getting attacked during a bondage session. That's some wicked bad luck. Did you see Jara?
She fought back.
Huh. That's the Jara I know.
They didn't kill her. Ah! They took her! Ah!
Tell me what happened here.
Thugs? Armed? No, not thugs. I think they were military. They just opened fire. We didn't stand a chance.
Who were they?
It hurts. It hurts. Help me.
You need to make your peace. I hate being right.
At least I know that Miley wasn't here.
Please don't touch anything.
I have to change my appearance to go any further.
They didn't die in vain. What did they use to shred the skin?
Guys in the parking lot said they saw one of Moore's cars leave after he came home. Hey, do you think the wife was in cahoots with one of the bodyguards to get rid of the husband?
I'm listening.
Well, a lot of times in cases like these, it's the spouse who did it. What if the wife was having an affair with one of the bodyguards? She packs up her and her daughter's stuff, while her lover lures the husband into a trap somewhere. For some reason, things don't go according to plan. He comes home injured and figures out what's going on. He attacks his wife, and the bodyguard kills him to protect her with whatever he happens to find. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Not bad. Keep digging, Baker.
I should put some money on that.
A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk.
Dad gave me a phone this morning for the first day of school.
Damn it, Lydia. I can't do it without you. If you could just see June. I can't tell anyone. I'm not gonna make it. I'm sorry. I apologize for everything. I should have left. The three of us should have gone. Stayed at Pura Vida the way you wanted. I'm so sorry for what they did to you. I'll always love you, Lydia. Forgive me. Forgive me.
I've never been in this part of the apartment before. Someone tossed a bunch of stuff in this bag, in a hurry to leave.
Beryl, will you ever change?
Lydia was killed. It's not pretty. A cell phone. Locked, of course. Bottle of disinfectant. Obviously handled by someone who was bleeding. The concept of a laundry basket seems too abstract for some people.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns.
June's whole life in pictures. Jason and June, probably on a beach in Costa Rica.
Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June? Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June? A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her.
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girl's room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Smith.
Mr. Adams,
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe, and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. Newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff. And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
She's a very respectable woman who loves her husband very much. I don't know what sick kind of world you live in.
And you would certainly not like to find out.
They had their ups and downs, just like any couple. The staff had noticed that she went to Costa Rica fairly often without her husband.
Was she thinking of leaving him?
Not at all. Just the opposite. She begged him to spend more time with her and their daughter.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
I imagine the girl left with her mother?
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
What do you mean by acting tough?
More than once I overheard them talking to Mr. Moore, like they were his boss. The world upside down.
They worked for us, just like your dear Mr. Moore.
I hope they won't find another job anytime soon.
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those 2 goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line. Several.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Thank you for your statement. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
Sorry, Smith. A little busy here.
Can you take a look at the cats, please? Hey, mister. You can't go into the parking garage. It's a crime scene.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hi. Officer Norton. They didn't tell me you were coming down.
Got something?
Wyatt saw Moore leave at 2:25.
Wyatt?
The parking attendant, part security guard, part valet. Anyway, a car that belonged to the victim left in a hurry. Or at least he thought it was Moore, until he found out he got his head cut off. There's skid marks on the ground and signs of a minor accident at the exit. He must have really been in a hurry.
He?
What?
You said he must have been in a hurry. You're saying it was a man?
Oh, no. It just slipped out without thinking. It could have been a woman. Do you think it was the murderer?
We're not sure of anything at this point. I've got a few questions. Where's the witness?
Wyatt? He's in the security booth over there. He's super nice. I don't think you'll need to question him again.
You mentioned skid marks.
Yeah, they're very distinct. They start from his parking space and go all the way to the exit. They clean this place twice a day, so there's no doubt they're fresh. The driver peeled out of here in a hurry.
And you said there was an accident near the exit?
Yeah, a minor one. Broken headlight, paint marks. He must have had a hard time handling it.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
Yeah, we called it in. It's the victim's sports car. Wyatt said there's only the sedan left.
Did you find anything else?
No, that's it. Since we're still waiting for forensics, we gotta be careful. But you know how it is, right? Let me know if you have any other questions.
Did you find anything?
Nothing yet.
Feeding on that is beneath a kindred. Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hello. McLean. Can I help you?
Just a few questions. Moore had several cars, right?
Yeah, I think so. But you better talk to Wyatt about that.
Your colleague mentioned an accident that happened tonight. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, no. Not yet. Wyatt told us everything he knows.
You questioned the caretaker when you arrived?
We didn't have to. Wyatt told us everything we needed. He's a real team player. If you want to find out more, you should talk to,
Wyatt.
Oh, so you know him too?
There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. That's impossible. I have to find a way to open it. No. That's impossible. I have to find a way to open it.
I have to find a way to open it. No. That's impossible. Even access to the trash is restricted here.
Hello, Mr. Bizori.
You must be mistaken. I'm Smith. Agent Smith.
Yeah, sure.
Do I know you?
Everyone knows who you are.
Is it just me, or are you pals with all the cops around here?
Let's just say I'm pretty intuitive. You know what I mean. In the years you've been hunting us, you've acquired a hell of a reputation among our kind. I didn't know you would come. I'm not looking for any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Just who the hell are you?
Me? I'm nobody. The name's Wyatt Alvarez. I was embraced 5 years ago.
A thin blood. I spent years hunting them when Quentin King ruled Boston.
Unfortunately for me, the blood of my sire was already weak. So I can still catch glimpses of the sun, but I don't have actual powers.
Who created you?
His name was Victor, but he died last year.
Do the Kindred know you exist?
Yeah. I followed the rules, but the prince told me he never wanted to see me again, so I try not to make waves. I try to help out, here and there. I'm hoping someone will notice one day, and I'll be allowed to become a true Kindred.
That's not very likely, if you ask me. I hope it works out for you.
I'm doing what I can. Actually, if you could put a word in with the prince, I'd be eternally grateful.
I don't get involved in that kind of thing.
Of course, obviously. But seeing as how I'm already working for your child, Mr. Underwood, I thought that maybe...
You work for Barrow?
Yes. I also work at a red salon, a couple of hours each day.
What do you do there, exactly?
Cleaning, mostly.
What are you doing here, then?
I thought it was a pretty cushy gig. It leaves me with a lot of spare time, even while I'm on the job.
Are you involved in what happened up there?
Not at all. I swear. I've got a sweet job here. I'd never risk it.
So what happened?
I've got no clue. My shift started at 10 p.m., as usual. The 6th floor attendant left around 11. At midnight, one of Mr. Moore's bodyguards came down to get the car. They were going to a party, apparently. I didn't see them come back. Then, around 2:20 or so, one of Mr. Moore's cars went flying out of here. It hit the wall near the exit.
Did you recognize the car?
Yeah, it was his sports car. The only one like it here.
Did you see who was behind the wheel?
No, it's got tinted windows. I thought it was Mr. Moore at first. But from what happened upstairs, I doubt it now. Hey, were you the one who...
You really think if it was me who did it, I'd be standing around here trying to figure out what happened? What can you tell me about Moore?
I saw him a lot. He's the tenant I got to know best because of his work. And he was the most generous when it came to maintaining.
Anything in particular about Mrs. Moore?
Yeah, I see her. Sometimes I see her with a... Sure is good they...
What makes you say that?
I haven't seen her in the garage.
Did you see the bodyguards today?
James came by earlier this evening to move Mr. Moore's car, but I haven't seen them since.
Hey, what kind of cooks have you got in your
Oh, I see you found my... I haven't got much there. There have been...
I must still have some of that rust to lick.
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
Open it.
Mr. Missouri, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
You sure you want to piss me off, Wyatt?
No, no, no. Of course not, Mr. Missouri. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Listen. We're just gonna forget this conversation ever happened. And...
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt my memories, did you?
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Mr. Missouri. I shouldn't have. I know. How can I make it up to you?
You can start by not wasting my time. I hate that.
Yes, but it's just that you've got to understand. I've got good reasons.
What reasons?
You're not gonna like what I've been doing. I'm sure.
Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
Your little shenanigans are the least of my worries. Do you think I came all the way here just to empty your cupboards?
No, of course not. But...
You know who you're talking to? Do you really think a thin blood like yourself could have anything at all that would be of value to me? That includes your very existence.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I know. I'm sorry.
All right. It's open.
Wouldn't you rather tell me what you're hiding in there?
Well, I cook a little. A guy's got to survive. I don't have to tell you that. I don't make a whole lot of money here.
What do you cook?
Oh, a little of everything. But I've got all my stuff in there. And there's some pretty rare ingredients.
Rare?
Yeah. And kinda illegal, too.
Such as?
In some recipes, well...
Whose blood?
Well, it depends.
Okay, but what have you got?
If I tell you, can it...
You're not fucking going...
Okay. I managed to obtain some of Quentin King's blood.
Where did you find King's blood?
You can find anything on the black market, you know.
So you're not sure it's actually his blood?
Yes, it is. I had it tested. And when I used it in one of my formulas, the effects were off. That guy was something else. One more thing, boss. I hope we'll... How can I help you, Agent?
So, what's...
You're curious, aren't you? Usually,
There are rules.
Yeah, but if you look at it that way...
Like I said, if we don't
But it's unfair.
You could have gone to the Anna.
Or, we were hunted under Quentin King. Look at us now.
That's not the problem. You shouldn't even...
But now...
Princes come and... The Camarilla... So...
Yeah, I can still go outside during the day, but...
More than nice. Do you have even the slightest idea how it changes you? But it eats at you from the end.
But I'm still not complete. So, if I had to choose, I'd rather thin buds are the dregs of society. If we want to be like you, even a little bit, we have to come up with... Happy to help.
An old glass bottle taken from the trash. Packaging to be recycled. Ugh. Oh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Woo.
If it was a bodyguard who died in the lobby, where the hell is Moore? Nothing of interest.
Wyatt's makeshift lab. And it's not meth.
Rusty cans. Who would want to take that? Empty soda cans. Old chicken feet. A shoe with worn-out leather. I wonder what he's cooking with that garbage. A shoe with worn-out leather. I wonder what he's cooking with that garbage.
Wyatt's makeshift lab. And it's not meth.
How can I help you, Agent Smith?
I found your cook's shop.
You didn't touch anything, I hope.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Mr. Missouri.
I went through your trash.
So?
That's not really what I...
What?
You didn't tell me about...
What? But what the hell? Is it more?
No. That head belonged to one of...
But... I don't know anything about it.
It was one of our servants.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know what that means?
but it's not me.
There will be an investigation. It belonged to someone, Wyatt.
Seriously, I swear I had nothing. You have to tell them. It wasn't otherwise, they'll... But I had nothing to do with it, Mr. Missouri. I swear on my life.
I know. If you want me to help you, you're gonna have to...
But I've already told you everything. I swear I didn't know about the head. I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, Wyatt. You don't know anything.
Happy to help. How can I help you? Happy to help.
You should go see her.
I know.
Even starving, I wouldn't touch that.
Do you know if our backup's on the way? It should take a long time.
Any news, guys? Still looking.
Hilda's planned for everything, even her eventual end.
How can I help you, Agent? Happy to help. Interesting. Huh. You managed to calm him down? I thought that would be impossible.
Yes, and he was able to answer a few questions. I've just got one more question.
Yes.
I think we're done here. one of the weapons is missing.
This sort of formal decor might impress Boston high society, but not me.
Where in God's name is forensics? Sorry, I'm busy.
Bullet wound in the right hip.
Go ahead. It's okay.
I've still got work to do.
That's not a good sign.
The blueprints of a house on the west coast of Costa Rica. Pura Vida Extension Project. June in Costa Rica.
Poor kid.
June's whole life in pictures. Jason and June, probably on a beach in Costa Rica. June dressed up for Halloween. June celebrating her 4th birthday. The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her.
Jason Moore. That guy had it all.
June at the beach. A safe. Now we just have to find the code.
There was a lot of money involved. We're not going to get a return on our investment anytime soon.
I've got what I need. Let's go back to the prince.
And like always, you've completed your mission.
Like always.
Those words don't come from me. You must know what they say about you here.
No, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Well, you have kind of a reputation. It's actually rather flattering.
I've already told you, you can't trust anyone here. Everyone's working an angle.
I have a hard time seeing how saying nice things about you to me could be construed as manipulation.
It's all tactics to get you to let your guard down, or earn a favor. So, you need to be even more careful.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
Don't listen to gossip. Forge your own opinions.
Don't worry about it.
It's not a natural thing here. It takes some experience.
Men...
Mind and hand.
That's the MIT motto. One of my teachers used to say that the only way to really learn something is by doing it. You have a lot in common with him.
I'm unsure of how I'm supposed to interpret that.
It's a compliment. You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think your success on the mission could play to our advantage? I mean, for...
The prince will decide your fate when the time comes. Being useful to her can't hurt. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child. Beryl Underwood. Did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Beryl is very different from you. He always has been. I was blind. It won't happen again. Beryl would have begged me to get what he wanted. Your patience reassures me. I'm making the right choice with you.
You seem to really have a problem with him.
Yes, and that's why you must stay away from him.
This separation between you, what caused it?
Don't dig too far into it. You know this is something I don't discuss.
That's too bad.
I'm not one to beat around the bush, especially on a matter like this. So either be frank with me, or be silent.
I'm sorry, it's just that it's not easy for me.
I'm listening.
Beryl asked me to come by and see him.
Did you?
I didn't think anything bad could happen. I actually thought that...
You ignored what I told you. Don't ever do that again. What did he want with you?
Nothing in particular. He wanted to get to know me. He told me about Seattle, the Camarilla. He was just being nice, that's all.
Beryl isn't nice. He's dangerous. I'm going to have a word with him.
But...
Wait here.
Just one more, and then you can go rest.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Ortiz.